Hi guys, it's Bill here back more Persona. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. We'll see how much longer I'll record. I at least want to do also this one here.
I'm just so adamant about this because I feel like, I like Enzo.
So we should be free from this point on, right?
He's so satisfied to see him win, but he doesn't deserve it. Because he doesn't deserve it, and he's not going to get it, and that's just so annoying. I think that obviously Cody is, we know that Cody is taking pointers from Derek.
But is Nicole also? Who's running the better Derek playbook?
I think that Cody obviously is. I think that he has...
I forgot they go to school on Saturday, don't they? I kind of forgot about that,
A
actually.
little bit less impulsive. He never really was, especially if he's juxtaposing with his brother. But I think that he's been a lot more calculated this season. He's been able to sort of, tell people, like, no, you know what? This is probably the best for all of us going forward. And he's just been a much more, reasonable guy this time around. And I feel like that's been a very big portion as to why he's here in the end.
Yeah, I think both Cody and Nicole learned a lot playing with Derek. The first time you saw Nicole incorporate some of that in particular 18, definitely incorporated some of that here in 22. And obviously Cody, learned a lot from Derek, and he's playing very much, the Derek playbook here in 22, which, to be fair, is also the Cody. They played very closely together. They, collaborated on all of their decisions. So,
hey, are you listening?
It's not entirely Derek's playbook. He helped create that playbook. But yeah, those two the most for sure. Memphis. I have no idea what Memphis is.
Okay.
Memphis's game was very different from his first game, but it was also very different from a Dan Giesling game.
Pay attention.
I feel like Memphis actually took some wrong lessons. Tyson always said that if you're a winner, you've never been voted out before, you kind of have a disadvantage coming into a returning player season, playing against people who have been voted out before, because they know what it's like, they know the signs, and it's a lot easier to blindside you if you've never been voted out before.
Looks like we're all here. Okay, let's get going.
Come on, it's still too early for us to head to the
Never
palace.
cut Memphis, never betrayed
Why?
Memphis.
Don't we just gotta steal that treasure thing?
Don't underestimate the dangers of that
Memphis
place.
learned
We
to
need to
trust
prepare.
too much with
Ain't
Dan.
that Persona shit we
he played
got
the
enough
game
to
with
deal
Dan
with
as
it?
his ally, and he was
That's
like,
exactly what I
you
mean
can
when
have
I say
allies and they
don't
don't burn you,
underestimate
just like
it.
Dan.
You'll
Dan's an ally
die
that
if you
doesn't
mess up
hurt
in
you.
there. So again, we
And
need
so
to
he thought
prepare
that he was
before
like
we
locked
head
in with Enzo and
But
with Cody.
how
and
exactly
they
are we
wouldn't burn him, just
supposed
like
to
Dan
do
Giesling.
that?
But it was
I'm
just
glad
so
you
funny
asked,
because,
Lady
obviously
Ann.
Ian
First,
had the complete
we'll
opposite
need to find
experience
better
with
equipment
Dan.
for all of you.
And he came into the
You
season
talking
like,
about weapons? Oh, I know a kick-ass place.
what?
In that case, you can handle that side
Yeah,
of
and
things. The only other thing would be stocking up on medicine.
Too, so
Fatigue is
that's the
unavoidable
first
in
thing
Palace.
I thought of.
Exactly.
And where can we get
he
medicine?
stayed safe,
Don't
Yeah,
worry,
exactly.
I know just the place.
But if I were to think
I
of
hope you look
Christmas,
forward to it,
honestly,
Lady
this
Ann.
is, I can't
Now
think of
then,
anybody for her.
Tina and
I
I
mean,
have
I believe
business
both
around.
times
So let's head
that
off for
Memphis was
today.
on the block by Dan, he won the vetoes those weeks. Yeah, Memphis won 3
At the
vetoes.
end of the day, you're there for
For some reason I was thinking he won 2, but no, I guess he didn't win 3, didn't he? I think I just made a mistake. I should not have done that.
Just come with me.
$15 or more
I
at
won't
Taco
be able
Bell's
to get
Nachos
close
Party
enough by
Pack for
myself.
50% off and no delivery fee, only through DoorDash.
Can I talk?
Yeah, I fucked up. Let's see if I can find it.
Nicole goes over to Christmas. She's like, what did you do? You just sealed.
and I was like, I was absolutely not expecting this.
Will work on the jury? Cody just blew up his game more.
Yeah, we were further in this.
Can take him, so.
Actually.
Yeah, okay. But if it was Christmas, Cody and Nicole, sorry, Christmas, Cody and Enzo, Christmas would take Enzo, right? In that spot, yeah. But she's almost no chance she wins the final three. If she's competing
This
against
map
Enzo,
really
I
does
think she might
suck,
be able to
doesn't
get
it?
to part 3. Maybe. And then if part 3 was the crapshoot that it used to be, she'd have a chance. If it's questions, I'd give the edge to Cody, but it's still
Yeah,
anything.
we were further in this.
Exactly. She beats the mom.
I'm just so adamant about this because
Wait.
I feel like, I like
Here?
Enzo. I like
It
Enzo,
is,
and
like,
like out of all the
tough.
people left in the game, it would be so satisfying to see him win, but he doesn't deserve it.
This is the
He really
clinic
doesn't
that the
deserve it.
chief
He's not gonna-
mentioned. Now, how can we get them to give us some medicine?
But yeah.
And then she tried not to, and it didn't work. So here we are again.
Take another question. This is a video clip. This is from Night Move Season 6. I forgot how gaudy the old Vito necklace was. That's though. Is there a big difference between the old Vito necklace and the new Vito necklace?
It is giving you like
This is the
Olympic
clinic
medal type thing.
But is the new one smaller?
We'll just
It's
have to
like
go
just
for
a
it.
string now, isn't it?
All right.
Just a black string.
Oh, the ribbon is smaller?
There's no ribbon. I think it's just a string.
Okay.
That was giving me very, Joanne fabric. That was my first thought. And there's nothing wrong with that.
This is from Nolan. If Christmas was HOH and Nicole ends up being the deciding vote, who would she be most likely to end up voting out, Cody or Enzo? Also, if Cody is the deciding vote, who would he vote out between Enzo and Nicole?
Please
All
head
right.
to the exam room.
Long question. If Christmas is HOH, Nicole ends up being the deciding vote,
In a case like
who would she
yours,
send out?
it's
She send
usually
out
just
Enzo.
due to stress.
Definitely Enzo.
I'm gonna
No
prescribe
question
you some
there.
pain relievers.
Second question is
Okay?
the more interesting one.
Actually, I
Where
still need to
uh,
restock those.
it's either
So let's
because
go
again,
with
we've
sleeping
talked
pills
about this before.
instead.
Like, who does Cody pick between the
Sleep
two of
is
them?
Cody is the
medicine
deciding
anyway.
vote.
Which
Who would
type
he
of
vote out,
pill do you
Enzo or
want?
Nicole?
A
I think
sweet
it's a
tasting
slightly
one
different
or a bitter
formula in
one?
the final four than it is in the final three. And the reason for that is that he may decide if I can trust
Is that
Nicole
right?
100%.
And I bet you think you
might
should have a
prefer having
year-long
Nicole
supply of
in
them,
the final
too.
three with me to compete against Christmas over
You're not
Enzo.
sick at all,
because
are you?
if Enzo is
I'm
competing
not
against
as dumb
Christmas,
as I
he
look,
might
you know.
lose, and then
I'm
I'm
guessing
facing
you're
Christmas in
here
part
because
three,
you heard the
whereas
rumors about
if,
me.
Nicole is there and she beats Christmas and it's me versus Nicole in the part three, then I'm solid. So
You're one of
that
those patients with an
may,
ulterior motive,
factor
huh?
in at the final four,
What's
where
the
it
world
obviously
coming
does in
to?
the final three.
Okay. All right.
I guess
Couple
high
more
school kids have it
questions.
tough nowadays,
Emily
too.
says,
Huh.
should they have had
Well,
more old school
fine.
comps like Night
I'll
Moves
prescribe
this
you some
season to throw up the
medication.
new school players? Think they should have had
Yeah.
more
Only
nostalgic comps?
medication
Yeah.
that will help you recover
We
your
all agree with
health.
that.
I guess it's
The answer
fine.
is
Get the
yeah.
lore.
You seem
We need
pretty
lore,
earnest,
like I'm on set.
and you don't look
Yeah,
like you're
as
being
much
in
as I was
trouble.
like giddy about
This is
seeing
my
this competition
private
and seeing
practice.
Kaiser
All
stand
the medicine I
next to it,
dispense is
he should
original.
have been standing
I have a
next
license to
the
make my own
Pressure
formulas.
cooker? Wow.
You've likely
Right,
seen them
yeah.
being sold at
That was
various
number one on my
hospitals.
list.
It's your responsibility
Okay.
to take
And
care
especially
of
at the final
yourself.
four,
So, if that's
like,
okay with
Yeah,
you,
oh.
stop by
really
any
mad.
time.
Like, you're sticking in there. You're not giving this one up.
Yep.
Okay. Great Liv says, does the person who
Great.
starts in the opposite
It's nice
corner
that you're
of the
so quick
board
on the
for
uptake.
Christmas has the best
Saves me
chance
the
of
hassle.
winning the HOH?
You're a pretty weird kid, you know?
If that person is
I
Cody.
wonder what you're going to use the medicine for.
Does it matter? Yeah.
It
Well,
potentially
as long
does.
as you don't cause me
Again,
any
it
trouble.
depends on how they're set
It's not
up.
my
But
problem.
if Christmas is on one side, say Cody's in the middle, Enzo is on the other side, then Cody and Enzo will both head
Okay,
for Christmas
which one?
to try and block her as much as possible, and then Cody will be the one probably, closed in a little bit more than Enzo in that spot. But you can always potentially strategize your way out of it. But it's,
You want
it's
that one?
probably going to be more down to just like who gets lucky with their spot after they take out Christmas.
See, here's the thing. When I heard that,
Thanks.
soundbite of Enzo, I think a
That
couple of
should
people saying,
work.
"What is this game like?"
Don't want to
I
spend
don't know
this
what
much
this
money
is.
though.
I was so ready to make fun of them.
I
and
think
be like,
we're good.
How do you guys not know what this is? Ugh, the old school players cadaver, whatever. But then I was like, Lavina, you wouldn't even know how to do this. So I was like, I would be so trash at this, so I should probably not make
That's
fun of
what I
other
was about
people.
to say. I was like, look, no matter, it doesn't matter where you're standing in relation to me, y'all gonna win because, like, the board game strategy, chess, checkers, any of that stuff, Othello, all of that stuff. Never really been my forte. I'm more of like a detective kind of guy. Give me my clue.
Yes.
Give me my games of chance, like Trouble or Sorry or something like that.
Guess who?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Deductive stuff. I will mop the floor with you. But when it comes to checkers,
Playing chess and not checkers.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a lot of like Cody going like Enzo.
Right.
Yeah. Yo, what'd you say, yo? Say it again, yo. Say it in my good ear.
Man.
All right. This is from Caleb, who says, "We received no inspirational parting words from Julie tonight. Can you just give us some yourselves?" Okay. Well, I don't have a Bible verse at the ready.
I do want to say that I'm feeling a little down. I feel like it's almost like Julie doesn't care about us anymore. Like maybe she's not proud of us. I don't know.
Shout out to Hamster Watch. She tweeted like, she didn't give us any parting words. Now I don't know how to live my life for the rest of the week.
I think she was a little bit too shook by, you know, the house flipping last minute. So she was like, I can't come up with these inspirational quotes.
So,
expect the unexpected.
We might be able to get our hands on the lead bet for tomorrow.
So
Let's
the
go.
week also that Dr. Will was the neighbor, I don't think that we got the inspirational words. So I feel like that if they feel like that they drop a bomb on the house, then they feel like let's just listen in on the house guest and get their reaction.
Well, it's 10 minutes in, so we'll just do this.
Since we had King Kaiser, I will give you a Julie Chen Moonves quote that says, let's see, about, by justice, a king builds up the land, but he who exacts gifts tears it down. Good night, everybody.
So,
Wow. I think my life has changed.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm looking at things in
Let's
a
go.
whole light. I just feel like
Yeah.
Felt very relaxing.
Yeah. Okay. Amma, anything else about tonight's Big Brother 22?
everyone, wake up! This
No,
country is twisted.
I'm quite
While
content.
Japanese society may
I
appear
feel
to be
like,
thriving, many young people
any
have not been
episode
as
would be
blessed
fun
as their
and good for
elders.
me.
They have no jobs,
I'm glad
no
that Frank Tyler got a
savings,
chance.
no financial security whatsoever. These young people should be tackling their futures
Yeah,
head
could be
on,
temporary
but
truce
instead,
between
they're too
Tyler
busy merely
and
trying to
Devon as
survive.
battle for AFP.
People give speeches all the time. Plus, politics
I
are
feel
pretty
like
boring
Devon
anyways.
had a good episode. I feel like she saw her daughter. She questioned Tyler. She kind of like she feels like the leader of the jury does. And I feel like
Why can't we just make her the leader of the BE?
Ah, shit.
Right
Why
there.
can't we shine in the jury? Devon, please.
Where did you go? Oh, there.
well,
Yeah.
it's like she's nobody's like she's not gonna be paranoid in the jury house. Like she's not gonna be like he's saying that Danny's running the game, but he's lying to me.
Yeah, I forgot how much, like,
Fact check.
this early section of the game is, like, so hands-on.
Some shit?
Well, we're first off.
I guess we can just ask the guy behind the counter if we can't
And
figure
then
out what we want.
also, I'm happy that we're in the home stretch. I'm still happy that we got a season. You know, at the end of the day, we got a season. And I know that it's not what everyone wanted or expected out of like these particular players. We were so excited in the beginning, but I'm just happy that we got a season. You know, the world's absolutely insane.
looking
So
for
we got to watch our favorite
recommendations?
show and do these podcasts together.
I don't know, just
Happy to be here.
buy whatever looks
Yeah.
interesting to you.
Snap to that.
Ugh, some
The real
customer
lesson was
service.
the friends we made along the way.
Fine, what do you want?
I got
An automatic?
weeks of
A
K-Serve
revolver?
this season. Nobody
Exactly.
And another night tonight.
Automatic?
Exactly. 4 weeks in 1 day.
Why are you talking about cars
2
now?
whole minutes. It was worth it.
This
Yeah,
is an
it was
enthusiast
and-
shop. My regulars will be
Don't
mad if I
play
let
that
a
clip
casual
again on
like you
Monday
hang
night.
around.
Exactly.
I'm not a freaking casual. I bought shit from here like
Yeah,
last
be on the
week.
lookout for that.
And
40
then
whole
it'll be in
hours.
the previously on Thursday.
Yeah. All right.
You.
So
Looking for
and
something?
maybe it'll be in the recap of the recap next week.
Yes.
I love
Yeah.
that.
So Kaiser will be back for that one.
You a
too.
collector?
Okay. All right. Let's see what else
You're
is
way
going
more
on here
interesting
on
than Blondie over there.
RobinSwitchLight.com.
shut
And
it.
look who is
Anyways,
back. It's
you should
Puya
have said
and
before you two
Liana
were
to
enthusiasts.
talk about
I'm always
episode
up for
number
helping
4
fresh
from Masked Singer.
faces.
Puya texted me to tell me about who was revealed
Some
on this
precautions
week's episode
first,
of the
though.
Masked
Don't
Singer.
go
I
around
couldn't
pulling
believe
in
it.
that other goop.
Check it
Keep
out
it in a bag
on
or
our
something if you're
wrap-up
outside.
feed and our
And don't let the
Masked
fuzz
Singer
catch wind of you having them.
then,
I don't need 'em coming
oh,
around
that's
here.
coming up this weekend. That I know you are a fan of the musical theater. Robin and Kiva need a musical. It's happening. Jason
Damn
Curtis
right.
Rivera has been working for,
Well,
I
if you
believe,
look
a year
close, you'll
plus
be able to tell these are
on
models. Real
Robin and
guns
Kiva
feel
Need a Podcast, the
different.
musical.
Maybe someday
coming
I'll show you the real
this
good stuff,
weekend.
though.
Be
If
on
you
the
got the
lookout
guts for
for
it, of
that.
course.
I think Saturday night we should have that for you.
But for now,
Uh,
you get the beginner
No,
selection.
he already
Just sit
recorded it.
tight. I'll bring it up.
Oh!
Son,
I haven't heard it
Dig
yet.
it,
I haven't
dude.
heard it. We're gonna get
We
it
totally
dropped
gotta
on
go
us
for some
on
fancy
Saturday.
shit, right? Ooh, I want him to shine. Oh, and here's the cash for mine.
Then
You know something
we
good?
had I forgot to ask Brendan and Rachel all of my amazing race questions about last night's premiere, but I had a great recap of the Amazing Race 32 premiere with
Yeah.
All right.
Delise and Mike Bloom.
Alright.
That's right.
All right, which one?
Yes. Sarah, once upon a time that this was very much rumored that Tyler and Angela were going to be on Amazing Race 32.
Sounds good.
I think he said he'd do it on the season.
I think they didn't get asked.
Alright,
I
which
think
one?
that was the issue.
Yeah, I don't think he was.
Yeah,
But,
but I believe that there was a strong campaign
Sounds good.
in the day, because they left
Alright,
right
which one?
after Big Brother 20 for The Amazing Race. But I think that The Amazing Race did not want any reality
Okay.
teams coming off of
Sounds
the
good.
all reality team season.
If he
Alright,
does
which
win
one?
America's favorite player again, I feel like they're gonna win.
Sounds good.
I just don't want to have
I
to.
feel like even without it,
All right, which one?
we'll definitely end up winning at some point.
Yeah.
As long as I don't have to listen to that task
Sounds
again,
good.
that music.
So you don't like this?
I hope that they.
All right, which one?
It was too long, bro.
I hope that
Okay.
CBS just scores
I just
money
wanna
for it,
see.
because that. Listen, no.
All right,
Yeah.
which one?
This is gonna be the
There's
new
all
live
thing.
feed music when they go to the
All right.
puppies.
Sounds good. That one? Don't break it, okay?
Then we're gonna be back with our second Amazing Race podcast of the week. That's
Sounds
the first
good.
season that we're doing this. The Tar Pit with Mike and Jessica will be back this weekend featuring an exit interview
Fuck,
with
it's all-
the first team off of the Amazing Race.
You should be grateful.
Questions
Fuck, we
from
can't even
our
afford that.
listeners. Yes,
All right,
much
which one?
more every week on the Tar Pit.
That's what
our
you're
second
choosing?
Amazing Race podcast.
You better know
We'll
how
have
to
an
pull a
exit interview
prank.
tomorrow, but I'm gonna do it as part of the slot tomorrow with Jenny Autumn. I'm gonna send my questions in for Memphis. Anything good that I should ask Memphis?
Memphis,
Okay.
are you aware that there was an alliance in the house called the Committee?
Come again.
I would love to. I would
Later.
love. I doubt they'll let it through, but I would love for you to ask what kind of relationships he had with people coming into the game.
Yeah, I don't know.
And when you
Might not get past the goalie.
Yeah. When he came up with the idea
All right.
for the committee, stuff like that.
Yeah, two wise guys. Okay.
I
Yeah.
guess that's fine.
And what was your problem with David,
Okay.
Memphis?
Oh yeah,
All right.
definitely ask that. Let's
Okay, I think we're good.
reach out
Come
and
again.
Dave about that.
Yeah. Rookie. Alright. Then, Taryn will be back with Puya, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific for the live feed update. Boom.
Boss, did you hear?
Find out
Apparently
who won
that
the night
subway
move.
driver from the accident was
We're gonna
acting
see.
really odd
Okay.
during his
Still don't
testimony
know.
hearing.
Right? You think
You
down?
talking about that psychotic, whatever thing people are going on about?
Should go pretty
Yeah,
quick.
I heard it completely alters your personality.
I expect,
The news is saying the driver couldn't even speak when they tried asking him questions.
All right, West Coast.
Only an
Alright,
idiot
and
would
then
believe a
we're gonna get
preposterous story like
sloppy
that.
on Friday.
Oh,
We'll
sorry,
hear
we're closing
Memphis's
soon.
exit press, and
How
then
rude.
also talk
This
with
must be
Jenny
why you
Autumn
don't get
about
many
everything
customers.
sloppy
Your coffee's
going
actually
on
not
in the
half
Big Brother
bad.
house.
The
Send
beans
me
must be lamenting
any
the
of your
sorry state
live
of the
feed
store.
highlights, links,
Thanks for
questions.
stopping in.
Send them to me
Please come
on
again.
Twitter at Rob Sestrino.
I'm only
Grace
trying to
Leader
help
will
you
join
fix
us
your
as
business.
Well, to talk about
Thanks for the coffee, at least.
campaigns for America's favorite player. And then
Jeez, what a
the
pain.
roundtable is back on
What do
Saturday
you want?
night.
If you're bored, go
check
wash some
out
dishes or
what
something.
Taryn has going on with Sharifa Yasmin and Brendan the actor.
Doesn't concern you.
Hey.
It's all good as long as the
Yes.
shop doesn't fail.
Check out the
I'm not
updated
gonna go
Legacy
wearing a
Watch.
fake smile.
Yeah. Have you ever watched yeah, what was it? VOA.
VOA.
I
Yeah.
kept wanting to say OC. That was a different show, right?
Oh no.
Nothing like that.
Yeah.
As long as I'm here,
Yes.
the world leaves
Then
me
on the
be.
B&B this
No
week,
annoyances
check
or
out
troublesome
Trail
people
Mary.
to deal
She'll
with.
be there playing some
It's like my own
games with
personal
Mike and
highway.
Liana.
kinda screwed
Always
if I
fun when
lost it.
Trail Mary
But I guess
stops
you
by
would be too.
the
So
B&B.
you better at least try and be useful around
And then
here.
on Why Blank Lost.
I'm
Oh,
leaving.
Anessa is
Don't
going
cause
to
any
be a
trouble.
guest with David and Jessica to talk about why Memphis lost. So we'll hear from David and Jessica on the latest why blank lost. Then Monday night we'll be back with Brent, Mel, and Matt on Monday night. So be on the lookout on Monday night, 9:15.
We're just need to assemble some infiltration tools. Clean off that desk back there so we can use it.
Of course, all this podcasting is made possible by the patrons of Rob at the podcast. Find out more about everything we have going on our patron-only podcast feed. We're going to be recording a Patron 5 for 5 with the First Lady of Podcasting shortly after this podcast night. That will be up in our Patron podcast feed.
Now you can make things whenever
Friday,
you want.
tomorrow, Patron Facebook group, Patron Discord server, and more.
I'll provide the materials this time. Try making a lockpick.
And earlier tonight I did our pregame show, taking calls from the patrons with Maggie Morgan. Had a lot of fun 1 hour before the episode tonight. Of course, patrons get access to that as well, of course, and then follow us on social media at Rob Has a Podcast, on Twitter at RJP Graham, on Instagram, Rob's Podcast Facebook page. Finally, of course, we are so close to the Big Brother finale and so close to another big vote this fall. The presidential election, yes, and a lot of important elections. Find out more about how to.
Oh, did I never
vote,
finish
register
the
to vote
Anti-Karen
at
podcast?
vote.gov.
I kind of forgot about that.
Just count on your social games. Gotta make
I forgot
sure
what these do.
you're registered and ready to go. Vote.gov. All right.
That's what allows you
Fun
to
show
try
tonight.
and
We've done it all. Thanks to Brendan and Rachel.
loot and
for
pursue
joining
play
us.
we
Check
come
out
into.
their Big Brother 12 reunion. Enzo's gonna be so pissed that he missed it, Darren.
Right? Yeah. Why can't Enzo be a part?
Everyone starts off a little clumsy. Don't be sad.
Just let him call in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Maybe Enzo's foot stalker will represent Enzo.
Great.
Yeah.
It should be a luxury hey, if Enzo wins this luxury competition,
It's the first time we're seeing this, right?
BB12. Maybe he should get like his video from home will be the BB12 cast.
Yeah, I forgot how much time you spend like just trying to build up your stats and everything.
We asked the question like, how would you feel if you found out that the cast of BB12 did a reunion while you
Yeah. Okay. All right, Lavina, what's coming up for you?
Nothing really. I'm honestly just excited for, like I said, for us to be in the final stretch. I've got really nothing else going on except for work, but I love being here. That's it.
Well, it's so nice to have. That's it, yeah. So nice to have you here, Lavina. Where can people follow you?
They can follow me at Twitter at LPABS with 2 S's. That's LPABSS. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Lavina,
that wraps
great
up the
having you back
homeroom
tonight.
period.
Amon, how about for you?
A word with you, please.
I'm drawing a blank. Oh, okay. So Matt and I are still going strong with the choir
There's
room.
something I'd
All
like
the
to
recaps
ask
are
you.
up.
It won't take long.
We finished the whole series.
We finished the entire series.
Boom. How long did that take?
So
I
half
see
a
you're
year.
already getting on top of the problem I
Beginning of
mentioned.
It's gonna be
Miss
a
Kawakami.
forced
Yeah.
one,
I
but
appreciate the
I actually
support.
never seen this before, obviously, so let's
Thank
see.
you again.
Oh, you know this guy, Yoshizawa?
Yes, he lent me a helping hand earlier.
I recommend you steer clear of the likes of him if you have any consideration for your future. Remember the discussion we just had? There are a number of students in this school you shouldn't get involved with. This one's at the top of the list.
So is she a new student at this point?
The delinquent transfer student?
Maybe not.
Sorry to interrupt, but I need to use the guidance office.
Oh, pardon me. We should be going too. Don't want to get in the way of guiding this delinquent and all.
I feel like his voice got a lot deeper.
Please excuse us.
Like, obviously this is new audio recorded, so it's like, I feel like the guy didn't
After you.
remember how he voiced it. Or it's a different voice actor, probably.
I'm
yeah.
gonna get straight to the point. Did something happen between
Like,
you
that
and
just feels like
Mr.
such forcing.
Kamoshida?
You know?
We are doing a bunch of brand
Well,
deals.
there
I
was
think
that
all
little
5 of them
exchange
are
just
gonna get
now,
released.
but
We did a
that's
bunch of
not
combination
all.
of characters of Glee.
He gave me a brief lecture this morning, and your name came up. Something
I did
like
8
danger,
fucking
so
Assassin's
lack
Creed
of
ones.
supervision.
And the easier one.
I don't
And
mean
so
to
you're dropping
pry,
them all
but
at once?
just make sure you don't go causing trouble, okay?
It's a bingeable
Oh,
podcast.
and one more
baby.
thing.
You better just
That
put us in
girl
here
outside the
never
office?
take
Wow.
You didn't make a pass at her,
You
did
guys,
you?
you guys are reinventing the wheel here.
Listen, it's about batches now.
I never thought that
Uh-huh.
you put out 5 brand new
Mr.
podcasts at one
Kamoshida has a
time.
real close eye on you. Apparently, you've been getting involved with Sakamoto-kun. You seem acquainted with Yoshizawa-san as well. Maybe you're just naturally drawn
Yeah,
to
all that's gonna
athletes.
be coming out, and
Sorry,
we're gonna
bad
do a bunch of
joke.
character studies
That's all I
after that,
wanted to
and
discuss. You're free to
That's
go.
about it. I feel similarly to Selena. I'm really happy
Fucking dumb.
to be towards the end. All in all, I know a lot of people like down on the season, but honestly, I feel like the season isn't as bad as most people think that it is. But it's a little frustrating, but I'm just glad that we got to see so many of our favorites come back, and it's been a lot of fun covering it.
Come on, you're still alive in the draft. You still have Christmas.
I am still alive in the draft. I hope it's opened up out of a misery soon, though.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then Taryn, here we are in the home stretch. What's next for you?
Okay, so till May 2nd.
What's next is
So what, 2
an
weeks?
update tomorrow morning. Well, I'll tell you who won the HOH. And then, of course, the roundtable on Saturday where we'll talk about the Legacy Watch. We'll see if last week was a fluke or if it's real. And then on Sunday at around 5 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Taryn Armstrong. We're going to be playing some Among Us with Puya. Aman, I think, said he was going to be there earlier in this podcast.
I'll be there a little later, but I'll be there.
There we go. So make sure you check that out as well. Go there and hit the follow button. It'll alert you when I go live. And you can find me on Twitter at ArmstrongCast.
Okay, so now the game's finally opened up. Only took us fucking forever.
Really fun Thursday night recap. I'll have the slot for you tomorrow, and then we will go ahead and be live again on Monday night after the next Big Brother episode. Get ready.
Okay, so that's it for that. Since we're here, we might as well finish this podcast. How much is left of it? 22 minutes? Ugh.
We're not going to have this. I don't think any of these remaining 5 people are very smart.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a dummy winner, and we just have to accept it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off, I know.
That's not even the worst thing Cody said this season. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Scott, do we have any other questions? Okay, I'll take that as a no. Alright. We haven't talked about the live feeds. I don't think there's a lot to talk about.
Let's just see.
I guess we should talk about,
Most people went to the palace, yeah. Again, that's what I think I'm gonna do.
as we look ahead
I think I'm gonna go to the
tomorrow
palace.
night. Oh wait, hold on. Let's see. Maybe we have one. Another question here. This is from Josh Creek. Who would Andy pitch, or what would Andy pitch as the next Big Brother drunk history for Melissa?
Oh my gosh, I've actually thought about this.
Yeah.
Jennifer turning on Kaser, Big Brother 6. The pressure cooker.
Pressure cooker.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of wigs.
I want to do it. I'm wondering. I was trying to think so I want to film it like in my house, obviously, or like in my apartment. So like, but I do have like this whole corner here is glass windows, and I was just thinking like I could turn that into the pressure cooker. It could work. I could figure it out.
castle and steal the treasure from
The thing is that, okay, so I will be honest, like, I tried to film, like, the description part, like, where I'm describing it, of, like, Rockstar's daughter's birthday and, what's the other one I did? Taco Tuesday. But the problem is that those are, like, tiny little things. So it's like a 2-second thing where I'm like, okay, he said this, she said that, he said that. And it's like 2 people arguing in each situation. That, like, it ends so quick. So I feel like those could be, like, little, like, quick bites or something, but, like, you can't turn the whole thing into that. So it's gotta be a long one, and I think pressure cooker.
Could you also just do kind of like the whole week? It's like you could do the pressure cooker and then her lying and turning on him, and then like Janelle her throwing the key on the ground, like.
Yeah, I feel like pressure cooker could be a good one because it's not just the pressure cooker. I feel like the Taco Tuesday and the
Yeah, I think we're gonna be done now. But I'm tired. I would love the fucking start, but like.
But those fights are not like Keisha's birthday, which
We go. I don't think it'll.
Those
go
are okay.
well, but
I'll keep the pressure cooker.
research application.
Throw out Danielle Reyes Reyes versus Jerry, wash your hands.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Yes, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, let's talk about what's going on the live feeds as we talk about tomorrow night's vote. If you're leaving us now, we had a lot of fun here tonight. Hope you can join us again tomorrow night after the eviction. Maybe we'll have a special surprise.
Why is
tomorrow night
Shimona?
for you too, okay? Alright, let's talk about our spoilers.
What do you think?
The Office of Civil Defense has issued the following message. This is
a spoiler.
Warning.
A spoiler.
Warning means that an actual
spoiler
against this debris has been detected, and that protective action should be taken.
Oh, yes.
What do you want to be called then?
Spoiler dance, and I liked all the props. Asa had her little
Spoilers are hot. Whistle.
Maybe
Okay.
Panther?
Alright, Melissa, not a lot going on, right?
No. Yeah, no, not a lot. I mean, there is a possibility that something could happen, but at this point it just seems like Memphis is going to be leaving, and that's
And Asia, he doesn't know, right?
he has no idea.
Yeah,
right?
Something.
Enzo and Cody.
Okay.
Yeah, Enzo and Cody talked to earlier. They were like, should we tell him? And Cody's like, no, we should just blindside him. So I hope they stick to that because finally, a real reaction.
Teach you guys the basics of infiltrating a palace as we go.
Andy, will Memphis react? He's been so nonchalant with everything all season long because he thinks, oh, I've got another wise guy. See you later,
My
Christmas.
master would like a word with you.
Nice knowing you. And will he be actually pissed when he gets voted out?
Okay.
I hope so. It would be fun. I don't like him, so it would be fun to watch and just it would give us good TV. So yeah, I hope he
It
is.
seems you have remembered my words.
Yeah.
You truly make it worth
Listen,
rehabilitating
Christmas and Memphis, there's been a lot of talk about the flirt man this week. Do you think this will be a bittersweet goodbye for Christmas?
The essence of the rehabilitation.
No, I mean, I don't know. I think that Memphis might be like upset with Christmas. Like, I just
and discover your place in reality.
I feel like he thinks he's in a much better spot than she is, and I think that if he finds out that really like she was in a better spot than he was, and all these people were pulling one over on him, I kind of feel like
I wish to introduce
I start to feel like he's gonna be like, okay, I'm okay with the guys doing this because it's a good game move. I'm a great player, but I'm upset that Christmas, who I thought was in a worse off spot than me, who I thought was like leading Christmas around. Like I thought I was leading Christmas around, but really like she had her own thing going on, and I feel like that could be something that makes him upset, even though it shouldn't make him upset like at all. But I could see that being a situation.
Okay, what did that do again? I remember the fusion.
He kind of could go either way. There's really no
How about the executions do?
Personalities
Okay, AJ, anything else to be on the lookout for tomorrow night on the live show?
We can look out for Julie, telling Memphis, you were running the game since day one. What happened?
You give way to a new
final two and you get a single vote.
execution.
Yes.
Oh, is that what the execution is? Is the fusion?
Think of it as the fusion of your
Okay, never mind.
To start, select the first persona you wish to fuse.
Ian in Big Brother 14. So let's go through the whole history.
Oh, God. Oh, I know.
Now, before you select the second persona, allow me to tell you something greatly important.
Yeah, I feel like it's like, I think she like wants to make them feel better about leaving, so she like brings up like a good memory from their previous like to like offset the sadness that they feel for being evicted, but like it just it's kind of weird because it's like, okay, we'll talk about this season, like we know what they did before.
It is not it. That's for sure. It is not.
Quite substantial.
She wants to like drop
When you
the fact,
fuse
like,
a
oh, here's something I know
that
about you.
shares its
Here's something I know about Big Brother.
great. This will be a guiding principle for your forays into fusion. Try not to forget it. Moreover, there is one thing I must warn you about. You cannot create a persona that surpasses your current level. This is because the resulting persona would be too powerful for you to handle effectively.
I think they know that that's what we want.
Check the fusion results and choose a persona that suits your
I
stature.
don't know. I think we skip
I think I'd rather do this one. We can get fire, we can get light. strong against lightning.
Possible for them to
I have no idea
inherit
because we
skills
still
they
have so many
normally wouldn't
episodes of Big
gain.
Brother to go. I mean, we
These
still have
skills and
Thursday night, and then we
specialties
have
are
the full
distinct from
slate next week.
Yeah, I get the fucking point.
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
I feel like
That doesn't seem that great.
Tyler coming to the jury house, and I think next week we'll get Memphis coming to the jury house.
Yeah, I feel like they could
Do I have to?
by just doing
I don't think I do, do I?
they're just short. Like,
Especially because they were saying last week that Tyler was now running the house. There would be plenty to talk about.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically that.
I don't feel like I want to fuse any of these just yet.
I mean, it's not like that the Memphis and Christmas campaigning has been.
Because if I can only get one attack here,
not really. No,
that's actually not that
I
helpful.
feel like it's like there is a
Oh wait, it's inheriting those.
whole episode. Like,
I think. Oh, you know, fuck it. Let's just do it anyway.
Maybe a home segment. So we could do like a check-in with Victor or something.
Oh wait, we can only pick one.
Over Zoom?
No, I don't know. I want a jury segment over that for sure.
Okay. All right. Let's see. A couple other questions for tonight. This is from Bethany. Do you guys think Nicole, in her goodbye message to Memphis,
I feel like we're good.
that Cody and Enzo told her about the Wise Guys Alliance?
Oh fuck, you have to? Okay, I guess the game's gonna force me to. Oh, lightning or fire? I think I'll go fire. I forgot, he has... Oh, we actually don't have...
I see. Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
I guess we'll go fire just because, well...
They show some of the goodbye messages, and like they're gonna show stuff if you reveal information about the gameplay. Like they're gonna show.
And Josh, who, I mean, I don't want to put a challenge spoiler out there, so, the season could be over or whatever, but he's back on Twitter, and he's like, when are they going to remember check for, revealing things, using the goodbye messages as strategy. Please, let's not fight first. Exactly.
Part 8 uploaded.
By him.
I would do it and be like, please show them this. Like, I know you're only showing like 4 or 5. Like, please show Amanda this one. Like, I really need her to see this. Yeah.
Okay. Andy, anything else about Big Brother 22 you want to get off your chest tonight?
No, I think we've covered a lot. I feel like this overall, like RHEP has been like a bright spot of the season for me.
A
It's been
stronger
like much more
persona
entertaining
has
and
been
fun than the
born
actual
from the
show.
body and blood of the old.
It's fun to be here.
It shall be your
the
new
audience
strength.
is venting with us and not at us.
Right.
Yeah. Asia, anything else that you want to add tonight?
No, I think that's about it. I mean, I think the only thing that would make it interesting at this point
You better
is,
understand it at
we're
once.
expecting Cody to
Gather
win, so if
personas,
something goes
gather
awry
a
in that
great
plan,
many,
then I would love to
execute
see
them,
it.
and continue
If
developing
Cody
your
wins, then
powers
it's
as
going to
such.
be smooth sailing
Integral
from here, and
in
not
the
much
stand
entertainment,
against
but
ruin.
if someone actually
So
is
that
able
your
to get him out, it's
rehabilitation
going to be
goes
interesting to
well,
watch. So
we have
I
a
just-
variety of
maybe
rituals to
something like that will
choose in
happen.
regard to
Andy,
executions.
would you send an email
Depending
to
on the
Cody
effort you
welcoming
put in,
to the winners
our
club if
master
he
might
becomes the winner
consider
of
further
Big Brother?
development of new rituals. Cry your tears of joy, inmate.
Welcome.
Your heart is steadily gaining the strength of the game. It seems your rehabilitation is proceeding smoothly. A joyous fact indeed. In anticipation of this, I have prepared a gift for you.
Let's talk about
I hope
what's
that you
going on.
shall
Melissa, anything
accept
else
it.
you want to add?
No, I think we covered it.
Alright, let's talk about what's going on RobbinsWebsite.com. News AF with Andy Herron's friend and mine, Tyson Apostle, and Danny Bryson. Talk about Half Christmas Tree. Perfect to put up flush against your wall. Great idea. And much more on the latest News AF.
That
And
is a
then,
thief's skill,
Puya
allowing
is
one to
back
tap
to
into
talk
their
about
sixth
90
sense
Day
and see
Fiance
what is hidden
the
in
other
the
way.
dark. I believe
And
you can
he's
handle
going to
it
be
now.
talking with,
May you
who
continue
is this?
devoting
Samantha
yourself
Parker?
to further rehabilitation.
Check that out, 90 Day Fiance.
Well then,
Melissa, how was
if
your
you have any requests, we will hear them.
The print is very tiny, and
Silence, you're like, who's this, Samantha?
I thought somebody's gonna bail me out. Melissa, how
It is time,
Yeah, how was your stint on the 90 Day Fiancé wrap-up?
It was great. I feel like I talked Puya's ear off, so, you know, go listen to it if you want to hear, like, all my thoughts, because, like, I've had it basically just, like, held inside for all these 90 Day Fiancé seasons, because I've been watching, and I'm the only one I know that watches, so I basically want to talk about, like, every couple from the beginning of time, and it was very fun.
Okay. Andy, do you watch that show?
I do not, but I've been told by a lot of people that I should.
Yes.
Let's head to the safe room we
Good,
found
but I
last
feel like
time.
it starts
It's
off
in the
kind of
first
slow,
floor
where you're
of
just
the
like, why am I watching
It's
this?
pretty
Like,
close to our usual entrance.
I
It
love
should
it
be a
from the
pretty
start.
decent starting
I
point.
just get in on the start of the
Safe
season
room?
and keep up.
It'll make sense when you see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
let's head
Then, the Purple Pants podcast is back. Bryce is going to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Check in with Amon, update you on the Freak of the Week, and more on the latest Purple Pants podcast, episode number 60 with Bryce Isaiah. Then, look, The Bachelorette is back, and Amy and Haley are here to talk about season 16, episode 1. The season premiere is here. Everybody's talking about The Bachelorette. Check out.
Well, where am I supposed to go from? I guess West Building, right?
Haley are back to talk about everything going on The Bachelorette in our wrap-up feed and our Bachelorette podcast feed. And then, do we have another question? I have to say, as bad as 2020 has been, the fact that I'm sitting here watching The Amazing Race is truly a blessing. I'm super excited for a season of awesome coverage from RHAP, from Mike and Jess. Okay, thank you, Adam Humphrey. Great tweet to set up. We will have our Amazing Race recap. I will watch the premiere right after this episode. And then Jess and Mike and myself will record our season premiere recap tomorrow morning and have that for you. And then we are going to be having a second Amazing Race podcast every week. We're calling it The Pit Stop. No, the Tar Pits. The Tar Pits. Check that out. Our second Amazing Race podcast. Show that for you Sunday night. Our second Amazing Race podcast, which will feature exit interview, feedback questions, Amazing Race interviews with Pat on our second Amazing Race podcast of the week here on Amazing Race season. Of course, Karen is going to be back with a live feed update tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Check out what is going on in Big Brother House on Eviction Day.
This is amazing.
With Karen. And then tomorrow night, we will be live after the episode. Taryn will be joining myself, Amon, and Lavina on Thursday night to talk about everything that's happening on our eviction night and a special surprise.
I didn't mean to do this, but well.
Well, tomorrow night, if you want to join us live, see what's going on. Of course, all this podcasting is made possible by the patrons of Rob Has a Podcast. Head on over to robhasawebsite.com/patron to find out more about our patron-only shows, our podcast community, and much more at robhasawebsite.com/patron. And tomorrow night, I'll be live at 7 p.m. Eastern, taking calls from our listeners, our patrons, on our patron-only pregame show coming up tomorrow night. So join us live at 7 p.m. before the live show. Of course, you can follow us on social media. We've been sharing a ton of clips from the episode. We are at Rob Has a Podcast on Twitter, or at RHAP Grams on Instagram.
Again, it took us 6 hours in game time to fucking get to the point where like the game lets you finally actually explore and everything. But whatever. Yeah, next episode, continue on. For now, thanks for watching.